I'm going to explain to you why it's super important that you involve God in all of your decision making, especially when it comes to choosing work, uh, where you work, what career field you get into, what business that you do, even the healthcare system, especially the healthcare system. So few years back, I had took a position at a corporate company, and the position that I took, I had some hesitation. I couldn't explain it. It was like a eerie feeling, like even though it was a great opportunity, I couldn't shake like, Angela, you probably shouldn't take this position. But I was looking at my present circumstance. I had a lot of external pressures that was happening behind the scenes. So I was just like, I did this position before, why not? And the corporate company was a really good company. It was just specifically with the people that I was interviewing that I was potentially going to be on the team with. So I get into the position, and of course, I'm realizing a lot of things. Number one, the people that are training me really don't want to train me. Number two, one of the people that really don't want to train me, I picked up really quick, like they were the pet, like they were the glorified pet. And I was just like, oh, one of these. But this is what really did it on the head. And I will forever stand by. I'd rather work with unbelievers than to ever be in a position to have to work with witches and warlocks. Now, I don't get into like holiday parties and all of that. But for the sake of the team, I was like, you know what? Let me try for the first time. There was something they were doing called the white elephant. Now, I don't celebrate Christmas, but I was just like, let me try. So I was a part of this thing for the very first time. Do y'all not know the person that I was assigned to purchase gift from? They, out of all the things, that every single item that they wanted was something into witchcraft. It gets better. The very first thing that was on their list was a tarot cards. I'm not doing that. The next thing was this wizard, like this thing where they can do wizardy. What it came with, like a cane and a hat, and wasn't doing that. Then there was a nail gloss. There was a nail situation, and the name of the nail, it was, I guess OPI was branding specifically with that, was a witchcraft name. So what I did is I said, okay, God, please provide me a way out, because this is getting crazy. How in the world did I even end up in this situation? So what I did is I found another OPI nail that was very similar to the color that they wanted. And then there was something else that they wanted. I think it was like a bread pudding bowl. And I was like, okay, I prayed, and I was just like, I'm going to do that. Then there was a group project that happened. And in the group project, there were some words that was spoken in the group project, and there were some images that were done on the slides. And the images of the slides basically implied and directly talked about magic. And literally, I saw my director eyes lit up. And she was like, even the pitch of her voice changed. Oh my goodness, who put this in the slides? I love magic. And then they started to talk back and forth between the director and my colleagues. And she was going down the road of how she loved magic. She loved everything about magic. And she was talking about all the events that she attend with magicians. And I'm like, you're a bona fide witch. Wait a minute. Then what took it up the notch before I ended up having to leave that place was the fact that she was, I don't know how I end up getting this information, but she lived in the town. She lived in a particular town in North Carolina, and this town was known for people orchestrating witchcraft. It was then that I realized that I had to repent, because I pushed past the hesitation. I pushed past the feeling. I pushed past the sense like I should not accept this job, to end up in the situation. And there was a lot of things that I'm leaving out of this story where I was just like, you know what? I'm out of here. I'm good. Some people would have been like, oh, you could have fought it. Here's the thing. Sometimes there's certain battles that's not yours. I did ask God, was it mine? And he was like, no, that was the purpose why I was trying to warn you not to go over there in the first place. But you was looking at your circumstances. You was looking at your present circumstances. And at that point, you wasn't listening. And you didn't believe that I would provide for you. That I was trying to provide for you. I was going to make a way out for you. So you needed to see this. You need to get into this. I'll give you guys another story about healthcare. Because y'all think healthcare is not littered with these people. Now, on my own terms, when it comes to witches and warlocks, I go in my prayer chambers because I'm on my own grounds and my own territory. And I also know not every battle is mine. But if a person come and cross boundaries, you're getting zapped. You're getting zapped. Anywho.